inside of me. You better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows mean. He gets claws real big, pissed off quick, and if you cross him you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the sword, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. Adrenaline pressure, it's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key controlled by fight or flight. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry about that. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to today's stream. We were going to play LSPDFR, but some reason it did not want to start out for me. Kept saying, sorry, waiting. So I said, why not? I've been playing Railroads Online last couple of days, getting it all made the way I wanted, everything tested out. This map on Pine Valley is the map that I did live stream while I was building it. There are some changes to the map already. I did add all the farming livestock one where you can cattle farm, meat packaging plant, and the other farm, whatever that one is called. For some reason I can't think what it's called. The wheat farm. So, the other ones where you can do the gold in there, I do not plan to put on this map because it's not that big of a map. So that will not be added to it, but everything I have added, you're gonna notice that I have a lot of train cars because, like I said, I've been playing this. Everything, all the industries were reset to 0. There's nothing at them. My rank is back to 0, so I gotta experience everything again and all that. But I do have 3 trains. 2 of them are the same train will not be used until we can start the running a lot to the iron mine and the coal mine and that stuff. So, and you're gonna notice 2 plants are moved. Our smelter and the ironworks are flopped. Smelter is now where the ironworks would be, and the ironworks is where the smelter used to be. So you'll notice those are the 2 different things that were moved. Everything else, well, actually I shouldn't say everything else is the same. Either the fried table did get moved over a little bit from where it was, because I have my main train yard where that used to be. So let's get to Railroads Online so you can actually see what I'm seeing. So here's the map. Here's where our freight table is. Here's where you used to start. I wish you could get rid of it, but you can't get rid of any of this. There's no tracks to it anymore. I got rid of them. No need. Since when you buy train cars and that, they don't spawn over here no more. They spawn wherever you are buying them at, where you're at. So I could be way over here and buy some more cars, and they'll start plopping on this track. Or some back here, depending. And you can buy up to 10 cars. I won't be buying any cars. We'll be down the road, but I got 20 cars of the main cars that we'll be using. So we got 20 cars of these ones. We got 20 cars of these ones and these ones. And 18 cars of the hoppers, I believe. So, or is it 20? Oh no, it's 20. Eventually down the road, we'll probably get up to 20 cars of these. They're up to, gosh, I don't even know what they're up to. What's the number? They're only up to 12 right now. So eventually we will. You notice all these has box cars. Not box cars. Way cars. I like to have that as in the back. So we're going to do logs from the logging camp to the sawmill first. And then we're going to run some seed to the wheat farm. And maybe some water, depending on what time it is at that point. So 20 cars will load up the whole thing. You know, like I said, my experience is back to 0. And I put my funds at 2,000. Story is, he just bought this train company. They already had the 3 engines. They got rid of the other engines they had. So, but Baker put his own name that he wanted on the engine, a number, and Reed changed all the cars. Now the cars will be changing eventually again at some point. Instead of saying Baker's Railroad, it's going to be BRR. Just like, I believe it's on these cars. Just like that, BRR and the numbers. Number sequence I did for these cars is like, here, let's go into our buy. So, you see, this says level 1. All these are level 1. I do not plan to use these tinky little cards. I find them pointless. I don't like. Maybe if I'm going to do maybe if I'm just going to run like the Betsy, if I buy a Betsy, maybe I'll set some tracks up just for these if I want to just have fun and shits and giggles with the Betsy. But here, this is level 1, so 100. Level 2, 200, 201. And then level 3, so 301. See, these are all locked because I'm not to the level of these yet. So I can't even buy these more if I wanted to. This comes same with these engines. There's only certain ones they can buy. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the funds for it. I can buy a Betsy. So, alright. Let's get in our engine here. Actually, let's go our options here first. Gameplay. I want time cycles back on. I had it off while I was working on the thing, so there we go. Dynamic weather, not every 12 minutes. I would change every 30 minutes. I'm sorry, I don't want it constantly changing every 12 minutes. So every 30 minutes, let it change. And see how that goes. If it doesn't go like it, we can always change it, so. Alright. Let them know we're going to be backing up here. I have a button, but it goes so slow for that one, so. Alright, let's let everybody know we're going to go backwards. And we're going to be in the rail yard, so we need our bell on. Stop our bell real quick. We're nicely hooked up now. I do the automatic couplings because I do not want to keep messing with the other way. And they seem to have issues, I think, so. Wait, that all that were brake locked? Yep. Oh, we gotta back up. They're not even connected over here. Or here. Or here. Alright. Wonder if we go like this. Yeah, they seem like act like they're connected, but they're really not. So let's go like this, unhook them and rehook them up. Not a big deal. Alright. I'm gonna go through the whole train. They're not touching. They're gonna get disconnected. We'll reconnect. You know what? Screw it. Let's just do all of them. It's not gonna hurt. A little delay on some of these sound effects. Thank you. You know what the funny part is? I did not put any firewood in there. Not one bit did I throw any firewood in there. That's funny how they're all sitting there. It's kind of cool because you can see it smoke. Alright, let's get back in our engine. Let's back her up so they all reconnect again. And then we can head out to the logging camp. Alright. Oh, we're not all the way connected yet. Oh, alright. Guess we're gonna have to go forward a little bit. Alright. Let's see if this will now connect. Alright, now we gotta go forward again. Alright, now we're fully hooked up. Alright. So now we're leaving. Alright, so we're moving slowly here. Alright. I just don't feel comfortable going real fast around the sharp curve. Don't want to derail. There's our caboose. All right. Now we're gonna open it all the way. This engine has about maximum speed of 15, but you notice it's above it already, so it's supposed to be only 15, but it's actually a little higher. Well, it'd be nice if these flags would flash, flap, not be stiff like that. So if you go to our left there, it will take you to the cattle farm. If we would have gone to the track on the right, it would take you to our ironworks, the iron ore mine, coal mine, and the wheat farm. Slowing down because we're coming up to a platform. We don't want to cause any issues. Alright, so now, past there. Speed her back up. Like to blow the whistle just in case there's any animals around the track. Don't want them on. Now the train is working hard to get up this hill while they're all empty. 'Cause there's 20 cars. Well, she'll make it up there. This is where I'm going to want to be on these cars so I can get them loaded up. Alright, now the fun part, the loading. So hopefully y'all are having a wonderful Tuesday. Appreciate you all joining so far in the lovely show. Alright, so first 2 cars are filled. $18 more to go. But this won't take us too long. So, but once we get these all delivered to the the sawmill, we probably don't need to do another run, so we'll run and drop these off real quick. Did not mean to start that, but it worked out. It still got filled. Do you have a place where we can leave these at, unloaded or loaded, if they're going to be Put another load of this stuff. Plan to get a train to be up here to do all the shunting for it. Get them all loaded up, put them back where they need to be, and have the main train come pick it up and take where it loads. But today, since none of my industries have anything, they need it right away, we are gonna not be leaving the cars here to do that. It's a strictly pick up and go delivery because we need the money and they need the supply. So, and they can't supply their customers if they don't have anything either. So the main one right now is getting the sawmill. They need stuff, or they're not going to be able to supply their customers. So we gotta make sure we do that. And then after we get these cars back to the main yard, we'll grab the car so we can get some seed to the wheat farm. And if we still have some time, we'll grab a couple of water cars to get water down there. I'm not going to grab all of them because I know this engine will not pull up the great hills to get to it. We'll have to only do like two or three cars for that. Because there's no way this engine can take them all. If I do all three, I would need 3 engines to do it. If I do all the water cars we have, I would need I would need 3 engines of these to get them up the hills that it has. So we will not be taking that much water cars. Now to the cattle farm we could. And we could pick another load and maybe sell these logs to the Fright market too, but my main goal right now is to get the industries going here. That they're what's going to get what we need going. So, all right, we're halfway done loading. We got 10 cars out of the 20 loaded up. So, just 10 more to go. The engine's already going around the corner there, and our tail, well, is still somewhat back there. Now, when they didn't have this feature, it was hard to load, so I didn't even have 20 cards. I did 18. It was not fun. Running back and forth, sometimes you had to back up because I went too far. But now that they added this feature in the Railroads Online, it works great. This is on PC. There is a console version for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. But I bought this game when I was in alpha beta still. Now it's not. It is in its fully released game now. I know there was controversial. A lot of developers left that were because you didn't have any main Black Sheep or Artesian at the time. It was just a bunch of people that got together to decide to make this game. They had a Fallout left, the main one. Brought on Black Sheep, and then got Artesian, and actually got this game a little farther along, and I've been enjoying playing it. I'm not going to really get into all that situation. I don't feel it's my place, and it's in the past. Been at least almost 2 years on that situation already, so. And it's still a popular game, I feel. Alright. 6 more cars to go, and then we'll be done. You can't even see the engine now. I remember too, when you were loading, it would only do 1 log at a time. Now it does 3 logs at a time, so it does half of it already. So it loads a little faster, which is nice for us streamers, or people that want to stream this game or make videos with this game for YouTube. Because then they're not waiting forever for it to load. I kind of miss that too. I'm sure there's a way. It might be with the industry settings. Oh, I might have pulled too far forward. We'll see. No, still be good. It won't load on our car, so we're good there. So 2 more cars after this, and we can head to the logging camp. To the sawmill. It's a good thing there's no uphills to get to the sawmill, because if there is no way this engine will get these logs there then. Turn that off. All right. So now all the cars are on this loop. Alright, so let's keep her moving. these cars would get split up into these 2 lanes up ahead if we were to leave them here. The other side is for the Corvo cars, and when these are fully loaded, these will get thrown over there too. I might have to make them a little longer because I haven't done that with fully loaded and ready to be picked up. I do plan to make YouTube videos with this game too on this map, so, and this stream will be on YouTube too. Will be moved to YouTube for people to be able to watch. So if anybody wishes to join me, because I'm willing to put this online right now. It's not on multiplayer, it's on sync solo. Anybody that has this game wanting to join and play and run some engines with me, join my Discord. It is in my About Me area. You can join my Discord. I'll give you the roles of the pub member and tell me that you're for Railroads Online or that, so I can give you the proper tags. Alright, here we go. Alright. Now we gotta be careful as we're going downhill so we don't go too fast and derail. So keep an eye on that. No, we're not even going to hit that far. Where it'll cause it to derail, so we're fine there. It's good. Look at that, fill up quick, ladies and gentlemen. We filled it up so fast that we can't even upload all the cars right away. So we gotta wait till it uses up some of the logs so we can upload it. Is that crazy? I know 20 cars will fill it up pretty good. I believe this will be still somewhat empty once we do have all these offloaded, but because they'll be all full over there before it uses all these logs that I'm putting in now, so. Just crazy how fast. So look at that, we're already level 2 and we got $3,368. That gave us $1,368. That's pretty good in money wise. So our log. So total amount we got is $1,440 out of that, and it gave us to level 2. Now we cannot bring in our full load because it will not empty out enough for it. But look at this, it's already almost halfway filled. So that's kind of nice to see that it's already almost half full. It'll get full and it's not going to use all these cars. So we're not going to load up to refill it up so it's be full when it is done. We can come back, check later to see where it is. Maybe figure out how many cars we need for that. But alright, now we're done there. If we would have gone onto this track because it would take us around back to go back that way. But we don't need to go back. Well, it's getting a little foggy out. Ah, shit, I fell off. Get our light on. We'll make sure we're going to head the right way back because we got to go back. Alright. Now we're we're going to go past the cattle farm. Because we're going to go back to the train yard. So here's the cow farm. That track will lead you to the oil field, smelter, the meat packaging plant, and the oil refinery, where you get the crude oil and all that. Only thing I do not have is any villages. I didn't build any village. I'm not that creative idea how to build it, so I did not build any villages on this map. So I'm going here because I need to know when this is past a certain switch, so I can throw the switch and start backing this up. So alright, we can turn the regulator off. Here's that switch. Throw the brake on. Now we used to always had to get out run to hit the switch, but now since they did this, it makes the job a lot easier. And voila, it's been thrown. If you guys do join, I will not be using the map. I don't want anybody to be using the map. Somebody could be riding in the back of the caboose and do all the switching for the driver. Alright, so now we're going to go backwards. You might not be able to hear it. I know some engines you cannot hear it that far. So, but I'm going to blow it anyways. Let them know, hey, we got the trains coming backwards now. So, yum, coffee. Alright, so far so good. So no derailments. My goal is get 0 derailments. For a while my tier 2 cars were derailing on me. Don't know why. So I got rid of them all. That's why they are BR now. BRR for on the name on the cars, because I said, oh, just get rid of them, see if that'll fix my derailment issues. And it fixed that issue. Then those cars didn't derail no more. Because if they were going to constantly derail, I wasn't going to stream or make videos until an update came out for this game. But since it's been released, there was maybe one update to fix one issue, but they still have a couple more issues I feel they gotta fix, because their top engine I won't even use because it just derails no matter what. You don't have to be that sharp of a turn. Going full speed, it'll derail. The couplings, they're not it'll be like it's linked, not touched, so when you stop, all your cars will still move forward, cause a derail. This is really not like this at all. When going forward, going backwards, yes, because it's pushing. But when you're going forward, no, they're not. There's a space, so I won't use it. Even though I want to, I like the engine. I think it's a cool engine. It's just, to me, it's too many issues right now for it, and I wish it would fix it, but they've been only coming updates for the consoles because they're trying to get everything where PC has, which they are now, I believe, to that point where they have everything the PC has, but you gotta have the DLCs to get that engine and all that. So, I was thinking about getting for a console so me and my wife can play together. But I don't know. It'll be a learning experience to build tracks for that and all that. You can move all your industries. It's not that hard no more. You would have to go on a web browser page to move your industries before they decided, oh, well, make it where you can move your industries. You can actually have more than one of the same industry if you wanted. But I feel that is not needed. I'm not doing multiple of the same. Alright, that should be far enough. So let's hit our brakes. Alright, so, yep, that's plenty of far for sure. Alright, we're unhooked from the main train. get this all locked up. Alright. Now we're moving away from those. Alright, so I'm gonna throw that switch back because we don't want to go in those cars at all. So we're gonna now run back to the track we do want, because we want these red cars down here. Oh, look at the switches right switched for it. Awesome. So now we're coming to pick up these cars because we need to load up the seeds. So we need these cars to do that. Go up top here. Oh, you're supposed to be on. We don't want you free moving. They were hooked up to an engine, that's why they're like that. And I freaking fell like an idiot. Alright. So let's go get our engine and let's get hooked up. And then once we get that hooked up, we can go get it loaded. Beep, 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 beep. And then once we get that all delivered, we can probably pay in time. Alright, let's... Alright. So now we're going to go forward now. Make sure all our switches going to where we want. All right. All right, now we're loading up these cars. Woohoo! All right. I love how it does it by 3. Kind of wish it would do a little more to keep it more even, but it's not, so it's going to go only 2 at the end here. So now that's 1 full car. So yeah, I would have to get it to that car and then stop, run out, push the button, click it, run back in the engine, wait till it loads. It makes it way more easier doing it this way. So these cars I might leave at the wheat farm, debating if I want to bring them back or not. I don't know if it's going to take all every card's going to unload at all. I think we might get too full. So, all right, here's the last one for that one. It's all nice and full. And that's what it looks like loaded up. Even though you could probably get another layer, two layers, but that's how they have it set up. So he's almost done with that one. And we got 3 more cards to load, and then we're totally done loading all this up. So, oh come on, man, where? Can you not understand what means no advertising shit? Ten. There we go. Now you got yourself banned because you said it cement links. And no one was able to see it because it is set up where it won't publish, except me and my moderators would see that, and none of my moderators are on right now. So you get me to do it. Shame on you. Alright. Now let's get this loading so we can get the last 2 cards after this loaded up. Now these can carry tools in that, but I don't want... I want it as one thing, so this will not be tools at all. This is just... These cards are going to be used for farm. Now these cards right here will be used for tools. Believe. Okay, I can buy these now. You can't even buy a way car. But let's see here. Not that one. Here's our meat. Bundle box cards made for only meat. Here's this one. Cattle tools. So these will be used for our cattle and our tools. So, and you can't buy those until you're level 5. These are for gold. Refined gold and gold nuggets, but you won't see those on here because, yeah, I don't plan to do, I don't know, I might buy these ones, see how it is, because I can use iron ore or coal. And I don't know how much these can hold. See, weight 20,400. So altogether be 23,630. I don't know how many can go in here, so I kind of want to find out. And I can go on my other map, buy one of these. I have 2 saves of this, but this has more money on it, so another one. Alright, he's full. 2 more cars. Yeah, and that, so if it holds about the same or maybe more, I'll definitely be getting that. One of them can be for the gold, one can be for iron ore, one can be for coal. So then, and yes, then I'll have to add another line for another set of cars for that. And might have to rethink my numbering process for that, all the cars then. So, One more time, and it'll be fully loaded. Woohoo! It's pretty sad when you're getting excited when you're on your last car. All right, that's fully loaded. All right, let's get our last one filled up and we can go. So. Two more times, the second last drop. One more and we can be on our way. Woohoo. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. Alright, we can now be on our way. Now, if we can't offload all the cars, they definitely will be staying at the wheat farm. So, that's our main goal. All right. If we go to our right, they'll lead us to the iron ore mine. There's two ways to get there, so that's one way. So, but we want to get to our wheat farm, so we will not be going that way. is not struggling with all these cars with the weight we have. Each car weighs 1,400 kilograms, 3,086.468 pounds, so it's not too heavy. You can handle it real easy. Here's our iron ore. We'll make sure we're not going to ironworks. Oh, we gotta throw some brake because we are getting over to the threshold that we could derail. We don't want to derail. .22 is max speed, and that's when they start shaking and they'll start derailing, and we don't want that. But that track you see there, it's going to take you all the way around to get down there. So as you can see, some of this ain't legit for this bridge, but I had these with where I put dirt to get the feet to work, but I didn't like that. So now it's like this when these bridges came out. And to me, it works, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, now you can see where it goes all the way down. It was a little different. Kept having derails because of being too sharp of a turn for some of these cars that needed to go down there. So because I left it as it was when I switched it around. Because the Schmelter used to be down there when I first built all these tracks. Worked fine, but then when I put that there, it did not work out real well. So I redid it all and tested it out. Now it works, no issues. So here's our junction for it. To get to the ironworks. So the reason why it's like this, because you need to be able to get the coal to the ironworks, so it works out. Oh. Here you go again. Thing will be fine. Here's our other direction to the iron ore mine. Well, like I said, we want to get to the wheat farm, so that's where we're going to go. And this is where we would have issues if we try to take all the water. We want to get up this hill, this climb. So, as you can hear, we're starting to have somewhat of an issue with these cars. This engine's working. But we'll make it. I'm not worried. Now we're climbing back up speed already, so the next switch we come up to will be going to the left. If we would go to the right, we'd be going to the coal mine. We went to the right, but we want left. Because we're not going to the coal mine, we're going to the wheat farm. So here comes the split off up ahead. Now, like I said, if we would have gone to the right, we would be going to the coal mine. Well, that's just not where we're going. Kind of thinking of changing it around again. The different industry, but I'll have to play around, see how it would work before I make it happen. So we'll have to wait and see. Now we're going to start going downhill, so I'm going to turn the regulator off because I do not want it up and running. Because I know I'm going to have to brake here and there. Here's the track to the coal mine. And yes, we'll be going under it to get to the wheat farm. Now we're going to go over our river. I'm going to go over another river. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 stop. I forgot this is where the drop-off point is. We won't be unloading all of it here. Because it can take up to 100 seats, so I'll have to take a couple more in our load at least. Get this fully full. So. Alright, well, now we know that for sure. Awesome. Whoa. Oh, we just lost 2 of them. So, hold on here. Where did it go with my phone? We're 14 times 6. 14 times 6 equals 84. So yeah, we're definitely not going to be getting them all offloaded. We'd be near, but we're not going to get 84 because we dumped some on the ground where it doesn't go in, so we're lost 2 of them. So level 2, we're at $4,260 now. But we are nicely full now. This will not be doing nothing because it needs water to be delivered, and it can also hold 100 water. So, all right. Actually, we are going to park the cars here in the engine here. Oh, nope. Stop again. We gotta do that. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is gonna be it for our show. Thank you for joining. We'll catch you in our next stream. I do appreciate you all joining me today. If you like what you watch, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitch here. But also go to YouTube. If you miss any of my streams when you do, you can always watch it there. Yeah, it's GI_Boogeyman there too. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much. We'll catch you in another stream. Have a nice night, or have a nice Tuesday, and we'll catch you next time. Till then, peace.
Fight for my attention, for your ascension, you must prove. Cause if you can find it, you don't confine it, you let it move. Make way for the genie, scream for the dream, may come true. Have you ever played with a queen? I can show you what I mean. Game over.